Greetings and salutations. This is John again with the 2020 NBA post lottery mock draft. This is my fourth video for this series. This will be the second round, 1 through 10. I did 3 videos. Please check them out for the first round, 1 through 10, 11 through 20, and 21 through 30. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you want to give any feedback, I'm looking forward to it. Just go ahead and put some comments below. But kicking it off with the first pick in the second round is the Dallas Mavericks. In the first round, I had the Mavericks picking Sadiq Bey out of Villanova. I think the Mavericks, they need to go big. They had an injury in their front court for this season, so they need some depth. That's kind of hurting them a little bit in the seeding games and also in the playoffs. So I think the Mavericks go with Mark Cuban selects Azubuike, the center out of Kansas, big guy, 7-footer, 260 plus pounds. Dallas Mavericks are a talented team. They're great offensively. They're a team that's going to compete for a championship. Luka's great, and they have the luxury of picking players that will make their team better. Not necessarily the best player at this spot, but Azubuike can protect the rim, rebound. He doesn't give you a whole lot of diverse, offense. He's a dunker. He has a high catch radius. Set some picks. Play some good defense. He's not one of those bigs who can get out there and move his feet and kind of defend some of those guards. But in a limited role, Azubuike can kind of do what at least what Bobby does. Bobby's a little more offensively talented, but Azubuike give you a little more agility and a little more shot blocking presence. The second pick, got the Hornets, Charlotte Hornets. In the first round, I had them selecting LaMelo Ball, so at point guard. But the Hornets need to pick up a big. I think they have some guys coming out of their contracts. They need to select a big guy. They got a couple of forwards. So I got the Hornets going with Vernon Carey, center out of Duke. Back-to-back centers. Vernon Carey is 6'10", 270. He can give you something on offense. He has a little bit of a post move game. Not a whole lot of agility on defense. He's a little shorter than Azubuike. He's a little more skilled. But he's give you some presence at the 5 for the Charlotte Hornets. I think it'd be a great pickup for them in a position of need. Third, we have the Wolves. Wolves are winning this thing. The first pick I had them going with Edwards, the shooting guard out of Georgia. Second pick in the first round, I had the Wolves going with Xavier Tillman, the power forward center out of Michigan State. So I think right here the Wolves go for backup point guard. Jan Geroso is their franchise player. They don't have a whole lot of talent backing them up at the point guard position. So I have the Wolves select Nico Mannion, the point guard out of Arizona. He's a redheaded Italian kid, but he played his freshman year at Arizona and he's entered the draft. 6'4" guy, can push the ball, has a okay 3-point shot. It's good mechanics, he has good range, but he needs to improve his efficiency. Also, he needs to work on his defensive presence. These guys in the second round, their projects, they have some deficiencies. They'll be able to work, but he can provide some point guard, some playmaking for the Wolves in the second round. It'll be a good pickup for the Wolves. Now the Sixers with the fourth pick. Sixers are a big team. They need floor spacers. They need shooters. One of the best shooters, and I have left on my big board is Jordan Nwora out of Louisville. Small forward, 6'7", 225, 230 guy. He's a great shooter, great scorer. 3-point shot deep. He has good percentage, 40%. He has a mid-range game. He can stop and pop. He also can finish at the basket. Doesn't give you a whole lot on defense yet. Hopefully he'll develop that aspect of his game, be more well-rounded player. But the Sixers need shooters, and Jordan Nwora is here, and I think they go with him. They also, the last few years, Sixers picked up some 2 guards. But, it shows that they're still too small for the Boston Wings. So Sixers need to get a little bigger, especially with a shooter, and Jordan Nwora will be a good pickup for them. Then they got the Kings. Kings picked in the first round for And I had them selecting Devin Vassell, 2 guard out of Florida State. So I think the Kings can go either a backup point guard here or a big. I have them going with a Turo. The center, he's 6'10", 240. Versatile player. Not necessarily a high ceiling, but a decent pickup in the second round. He can give you some backup minutes in either power forward or center position. The Kings have quite a few bigs. They have Giles, who from Duke, he's injured. He was injured for quite a bit, and I think his contract is up. So if he decides to go, Turo, he'll serve as some backup, some front court depth. Then after that, the Sixers select again. Got the Sixers going with Paul Reed out of Duquesne. The Sixers, they need to spread out the talent they're getting in this draft. Paul Reed's a 6'9", long-armed power forward. He has some versatility in his game. Paul Reed, he shows you, he teases you with a little bit of versatility as far as like being a ball handler. A little bit of Bam Adebayo out of Miami, or a little bit of Siakam out of Toronto. He's not necessarily going to develop to be on those players' levels, but just the versatility of a big ball handling. Also, Paul's a good defender. Like most bigs, you need to put some weight on, gain some strength, and continue to develop. I think be a good pickup for the Sixers. Paul's trying to stretch the floor and shoot the three, so if he becomes a little bit of a stretch four, that'd be great. Also 3-and-D guy, that'd be great for him. Then you got the Wizards picking next. For the Wizards, their first round pick, I got them selecting Okoro, the small forward. And here I think they go with Jones out of Duke, the point guard. The Wizards, they have a pretty talented team, across the lineup. But they don't have a lot of point guard depth, at least not a lot of huge talent. I love Ish Smith, but I think Jones comes in and can provide some defense on the point guard position. You can pair a little bit with Bradley Beal, because Bradley Beal is a great offensive player, and Jones can provide a little on-ball defense. That'd be great. They get John Wall back. Then you got the Knicks going. The Knicks had 2 selections. I have them going with Halliburton in the first, and then later in the first, I have them going with Pokusevski. Pokusevski is a little bit of a project, so a player that can contribute soon is a player who has a strength, and I think that's Zeke Naji out of Arizona, the big power forward center. Zeke provides a lot of energy on offense. He's good. He's good in the low post. He doesn't give you much more than that. He has good length, great energy. These guys with great energy. You can definitely play these guys if they can play defense. Zeke's not really a great defender right now, but I think he's a decent project. He can at least give you some low post scoring. He needs to gain some weight and gain some strength, and I think he'll be a decent role player in the front court for a team that selects him. Then the Pelicans select again. In the first round, I have them with going Aaron Nesmith, the wing out of Vanderbilt. And here I have them going with Stanley, Cassius Stanley. Can never have enough Duke players on the Pelicans, right? I know they have Josh Hart and Nickeil Alexander-Walker at the 2 guard, but Stanley is very athletic. He is a higher jump. What do you call it? Vertical than Zion. He beat Zion record at Duke, but he's a developing player. He didn't put the ball on the floor a lot. He had a little bit of a 3-point shot, but if he just uses athleticism and hopefully allows the ball, can catch him on the cuts and catch him on like skywalk in the baseline for some alley-oops. I think there's a spot the 2 guard that can develop long term for the Pelicans. I really hope Nickeil Alexander-Walker develops a little more. He showed a lot of promise coming out of Virginia Tech for them. Next, got the Grizzlies with the 10th pick in this second round. The Grizzlies have a great core. You have Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., 2 great talents. So the future's bright in Memphis. So you got to surround those guys with players. They have a great forward and came out of Gonzaga last year, and also Valanciunas at center. They have Grayson Allen, who I like, but he's still a head case. He's still developing. So I think with Ja Morant, I think that a 2 guard that can kind of stretch the floor,
and somebody who has some like 3-point line gravity where he can't necessarily double on Ja. As Ja drives to the lane, Ja can kick it out if they should decide to do that. But I think they go with Desmond Bane, got TCU 2 guard, good 6'6" guy, short arm kid. He has a great 3-point shot. Catch and shoot percentage is pretty decent. I think he can flourish in the NBA just as a shooter. He's a smart player. Gives you a great effort. He has a great personality. He could be a great teammate for a team that selects him. Um, he has a promising career ahead of him. So that's it for the top 10. Let's see if I have anybody falling out who a lot of people are high on. Flynn out of San Diego State. He'll probably be selected early in the next 10 for me. I just want to go back with Pokusevski. A lot of players. A lot of analysts and mockers. They had Pokusevski in the first round. I do have first round graded on him, but I think that he's a project, and I think teams. With so much pressure in NBA to win now, I think some teams pass on Pokusevski because they want a player who can give them some minutes in their second year. And Pokusevski, he looks like a long-term project. I had Azubuike going a little higher than many people. And, look out for not my next 2 rounds because I have some wing players that you might not have heard of. And, sneak those guys in. I think there's some sleepers there. This league is, there's being dominated by these big, small forwards. And teams are searching for, wings coming out of college, coming from Europe that can kind of defend those big wing players and so they can be competitive in the playoffs and try to shoot for a championship. So thanks for checking out this video. So next video will be 11 through 20 for the second round, and after that will be 21 through 30. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And if you have some feedback, I'd be interested in dialoguing. I know a couple of guys have made comments in my last couple of videos. I kind of replied to them, so I'm looking forward to it. Just leave a comment down below. Do right and live comfortably.